Two of the candidates for city prosecutor faced off in front of students and voters at UH Manoa today. KITV4's Dick Allgaier continues our election team coverage with more on what they feel are the biggest issues facing the new prosecutor. Dick.
And Laura, they agree two of those issues are drugs, especially ice, and domestic violence.
Are the future leaders of our state.
Candidates Darwin Ching and Keith Kaneshiro appeared at the forum hosted today at UH. Don Picaro did not show up.
All right, we're done.
Ching was a prosecutor and also director of the Department of Labor and Industrial Relations. Kaneshiro is a former prosecutor and was the state public safety director. Both agree a top issue is stopping repeat drug offenders.
Every prosecutor is going to be tough. Everybody is going to lock up the dangerous and violent criminals. That's a no-brainer. The question is, what are we going to do with the rest of the criminals? How are we going to be effective? How are we going to make sure they don't repeat their crimes? How are we going to make sure they get back into the community and be productive members of society?
You have to look at preventing these, the drug offenders from recommitting the offense. How do you do that? You do that by supporting drug treatment. You don't get drug treatment, they're going to reoffend. And you see the process. So what does the prosecutor do? He said, oh, let's not make sure they don't reoffend, but not doing anything about it. You got to put money where your mouth is.
And both say more needs to be done to stop domestic violence.
When I was prosecuting attorney, we had a special prosecution unit on domestic violence. But if you have investigators assigned to a domestic violence unit, they will go out and look for the offenders and serve them the summons so you can bring them to court and have justice in the courtroom. So I intend to reestablish that domestic violence unit when I get there.
I would do all of that, but more. And what more I'd be doing is that there's currently being considered electronic TROs. That makes it easier for the victims to get the TROs. So we need to get the process so that it's easier for that kind of court intervention.
The race for prosecutor is a nonpartisan election that will be decided this Saturday. Laura?
Now, Dick, both candidates, Ching and Kaneshiro, taking shots at Don Picaro for not being there today. Where was he?
Well, the moderator said Picaro told them that he had a conflicting engagement.
All right. Thanks, Dick.